Hi there. Welcome to another episode of our learning program, our fertility online awareness program here on your fertility. This is the 20 Steps to Pregnancy series. This is episode 16. We will be talking today about regular intercourse as a step to achieving pregnancy. Regular intercourse as one of the steps to achieving pregnancy. Now, when we talk about regular intercourse, what exactly do we mean? Pregnancy can only be achieved when a man and a woman come together in intercourse, and under normal circumstances, if everything is under the right conditions, pregnancy should happen. Now, the actual definition of infertility states that it is when a couple has met regularly without protection over give or take 1 year and are unable to achieve pregnancy. That is even when we say there is infertility. So the term regular intercourse comes to play even in that definition. So what exactly is regular intercourse? Medically, we would like to define regular intercourse as the ability of a couple to meet every other day, that is approximately 3 times every week. How did we come about this specification? Now, it is general knowledge that a man's sperm cells is able to survive for 3 to 5 days on the average, depending on how healthy the sperm cells are. We also have it as knowledge, especially if you have been following our lessons, that a woman's egg is able to survive a maximum of 24 hours after it is released during ovulation. Now, we know that we need the sperm cells and the egg for fertilization to occur, which is the first step to achieving pregnancy. Now, if the sperm cells is available and the egg is released, fertilization can occur and then pregnancy has started. If the sperm cell is not available, even though the egg is released, fertilization cannot occur, no pregnancy. So if we have said that the sperm cell can survive for up to minimum of 3 days, 3 days means you release sperm cells on Monday, by Wednesday they should all be dying off. This brings about our definition of regularity of intercourse being every other day. So if you meet on Monday, don't meet on Tuesday. On Wednesday, you should meet again, so that a fresh batch of sperm cells is released into the woman's body, which are fresh and alive and viable, because we expect that by that Wednesday, and this is an example, the ones that have been released on Monday should be dying off at the barest minimum. Yes, some can survive even up to Friday, that is 5 days, but if you're looking at the barest minimum, by Wednesday, you should start having depletion in the cells that were deposited on Monday. Again, this is just an example. So it goes to reason that if you are trying to achieve pregnancy, one, the woman should always have sperm cells available inside of her. That is, there should always be availability of sperm cells in the fallopian tubes, so that whatever time the egg is released, fertilization can take place and we are on our way to achieving pregnancy. So if a couple is trying to achieve pregnancy, they should have intercourse every other day, so as to ensure that they have viable live sperm cells waiting for whenever the egg will be released during ovulation, and then pregnancy can occur. You might quickly want to ask, we know that eggs are released only on 1 day in the cycle, which is the ovulation day. We have already talked that. So why not just wait for tension to build up is present? And we have already learned that tension, anxiety, which are kinds of stress, negates the entire pregnancy process. So we don't want to be in that tense state of it has to be today, it has to be today. You get that? So that is 1. 2, a man produces sperm cells every day. So it is important that they release these sperm cells regularly, so that they keep having fresh batch, which is in the healthiest possible state to give us what we want, which is a healthy pregnancy. So if a man has sperm cells stored for days or weeks, as it were, because they are waiting for a particular day, ovulation day, to release them, you can only infer that the accumulated cells might not be at their optimal best. So we want these cells to breathe and be free, and as they are producing, they are released regularly to ensure that we get the best quality of cells. That is the second reason. Thirdly, aside from achieving pregnancy, intercourse does a lot for the couple. It builds intimacy, it releases stress, it also helps the body to adapt to each other, and then the environment is just like commonplace, familiar, so when the situation is like that, familiar and friendly, and everybody is in good terms, in quotes, the natural process of pregnancy is likely to happen more naturally, let me put it that way, or in an easier way. You get the point I'm trying to make. So it is important for a couple to meet regularly. Not, yes, they are trying to achieve pregnancy, but it also builds their relationship, it builds intimacy, it builds that connection, it helps them to have one mind, okay, towards achieving what they want to achieve. Tension is removed from the picture entirely, as it were, and everybody is just generally happy. The man in particular is generally happy because he's able to release those stem cells regularly, and he's not just piling them. The tension of piling them because you're waiting for ovulation is actually a very wrong practice. There are a lot of women who just tell their men to wait, it's not yet time. That is wrong practice. The man needs to release the sperm cells regularly to ensure that he's even giving you the best cells, because the body is producing them every day. The cycle of sperm cells is 90 days, so every 90 days a fresh batch is released, and this is happening every day. So this batch released today, in 3 months time that is produced today in the testicles, in 3 months time they should all be depleted. Tomorrow another batch for 90 days is being produced, just like that. So it is important that the man gets the cells out. It helps them to be healthier, fresh. The man is off the tension of bearing that burden of piling them, and everything is just in place. So it's important to meet regularly. For the woman, it also helps her to feel good, relieve stress, feel loved and wanted. All of that builds towards having a steady state psychologically, emotionally, and all of these things actually contribute to the general wellness of the mind and the body. And then under this state, the body is also able to just function naturally and then carry out one of its natural normal functions of achieving pregnancy, of getting pregnant. So yes, even though in this situation intercourse is actually for the purpose of achieving pregnancy, but it does so much more than that, and it is important that a couple explores that and not just focus their mind on pregnancy. They should be able to spend time together, love each other, have intercourse for, yes, they know that it's not ovulation time, but for their own well-being, for their own emotional states, feeling good with each other. All of that helps to put the body in a proper state for pregnancy to eventually happen. So intercourse regularly every other day. So meet today, leave out tomorrow, meet the next day, leave out the other day. On the average, you achieve 3 times of intercourse every week. Then you have a better chance of achieving pregnancy. I hope this video has been useful, or you have learned something. Please follow us on all our social media handles: Facebook at Love Foundation, Instagram at Love_Foundation_, YouTube at Love_Foundation. Like, follow, share, so that others can see this and also learn. Remember, learn to teach others. Until we come again with another episode. Bye bye.